June 4th, 1629. A Dutch merchant ship smashes into a reef off Australia's coast. 300 survivors scramble ashore, praying for rescue. But their nightmare was just beginning. This is the story of the Batavia Mutiny, a shipwreck that became a slaughterhouse, a treasure hunt, and one of history's darkest tales of human cruelty. The Batavia, pride of the Dutch East India Company, carried 341 souls, sailors, soldiers, and families lured by the spice trade's promise. But tensions festered. Commander Francisco Pelsaert and skipper Ariane Jacobs loathed each other. Junior merchant Geronimus Cornelis, a bankrupt apothecary fleeing heresy charges, saw opportunity in chaos. After a storm separated the Batavia from its fleet, Jacobs and Cornelis plotted mutiny. Their plan? Steal the ship's fortune in silver coins and jewels, but fate intervened. The Batavia struck Morning Reef in the Houtman Abrolhos Islands. 40 drowned, the rest reached Barren Beacon Island. Pelsaert and Jacobs abandoned them, sailing 3,000 kilometers to Indonesia for help, left behind Cornelis, a man with no mercy and a plan. Cornelis seized power. First, he exiled 22 soldiers to a distant island, claiming they'd search for water. "If they die," he sneered, "fewer mouths to feed." Then he unleashed hell. His henchmen slaughtered survivors, men, women, children, drowning them at sea, slitting throats at night. Women became sex slaves. Lucretia Jans, a wealthy passenger, was Cornelis's prize. Over weeks, 125 were murdered. "Kill the weak," he ordered. "Only the strong deserve the treasure." But the exiled soldiers, led by Weber Hayes, defied him. They found water, hunted wallabies, and built a stone fort. When Cornelis attacked, they fought back with coral clubs and nails. For the first time in Australian history, Europeans waged war against each other. After 33 days, Pelsaert returned with a rescue ship. Cornelis's men raced to seize it, but Hayes's soldiers got there first. The truth spilled out. Pelsaert arrested the mutineers. Cornelis and 6 others had their hands chopped off before hanging on a makeshift gallows. 2 boys were marooned on Australia's mainland, the continent's first European inhabitants, vanishing into history. Of 341 souls, only 122 survived. The Batavia's silver, salvaged, the horror, etched forever. Pelsaert died disgraced, Hayes became a hero, but the islands kept their secrets until now. In 1963, lobster fishermen found the Batavia's wreck. Archaeologists uncovered bones, a skull shattered by axes, mass graves, and the gallows' rusted iron. In 2014, a skeleton buried under a fisherman's hut revealed gruesome details: a young man bludgeoned to death, his skull pieced together like a puzzle. But the biggest mystery remains: where is the rest of the treasure? The Batavia carried 12 chests of silver, only 10 were recovered. Legends say 2 lie hidden, guarded by coral and ghosts. Dive teams still search, and the islands whisper. The Batavia's story is more than a mutiny, it's a warning. How quickly civilization crumbles, how treasure corrupts, and how, 400 years later, we're still piecing together its bones. So next time you hear shipwreck, remember, the sea doesn't kill, people do, and sometimes the worst monsters wear human faces.